Banjo-Kazooie with Mico.
Hi, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing the worst level of the game.
Could have fooled me, because I've never played this game.
Yep, so you get to react to all this in real time.
Oh, boy.
We are basically going to the game's sewer level, and it's also the first water level.
Alright, alright. Already off to a great start.
Yep. You can tell from that picture, the puzzle there, just how much interesting stuff there is in this level.
I believe it.
It's like you just see some pipes, basically.
I imagine there's water.
There is a lot of water. We are going to be spending most of the level underwater. More rhymes.
What is life without poetry?
Indeed. And Grunty is a poet. About as good a poet as the people in the thread. So yeah, there's a bunch of typical rare padding bullshit. To get to the level, we have to hit that switch, which raises these, and the camera can't quite decide which way it will go, which way it won't go.
Welcome to Nintendo 64.
Yep.
Although, I don't know if you've been following my Beyond Two Souls LP, camera controls really haven't evolved that much.
I haven't been watching that because
they're still bad.
I have no desire to expose myself to any more David Cage than I have to.
That game is bad.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
So there's no jiggies out here, but there are a lot of notes. So... And these guys are going to be all over the place. They basically pop out whenever you walk in front of the thing.
So they're just there to ruin your day, basically.
Basically. And I never kill that crab, because I'm kind. It's just a bunch of simple jumps and new items and combo token. It's going to be a long time until we get the invincibility to actually use the feathers.
Okay.
But that's all the stuff we need to do up here, and behind the beehive. And we start swimming.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
When I say fun, I'm being sarcastic.
Yep. This is Clanker, who basically is Grunty's waste disposal system.
I just have a trash can.
Yep. And his eyes are weird in that they will basically follow you anywhere you go. It's like anywhere you are around him, his eyes will just be looking at you.
Ah, yes, the Mona Lisa of the Nintendo 64 era.
And this is where everyone playing this game for the first time loses loads of lives. Because it takes a third of your air just to get down here, and then there's a lot of stuff to do when you're actually down here. Which is why I think this is the only place in the game where you have that fish there blowing you air bubbles.
See, last night I played the free diving section in Assassin's Creed 4 for the first time, and this seems like a lot more well designed than this right now.
Well, yeah, I trust Assassin's Creed to be well designed, though I haven't played 4 yet. I should really get on that.
It's a lot better than 3.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, because pirates are more interesting than Americans. So we got to swim through that key 3 times. There's a bunch of notes down here, so you can't skip it, you can't just come down, get the key and then go back up. This is a lot less painful in the 360 version. Just because you...
I haven't played that either, so I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, in the 360 version, you don't have to recollect all the notes when you come back to a level.
Oh.
So you can just come down here, do the key, get the Jinjo, and then go back up, and then come back for the notes later if you feel like you want to 100% the game. But turning that unlocks the chain, and gets Clanker up above the water. And that is the first thing you have to do in this level, basically, before you can start doing anything else. And that took like six minutes just to get like, one Jiggy in this level.
Just wow, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you run out of air before you get back to the surface and before you grab the Jiggy, that whole thing resets and you have to do it all again.
I had a feeling that was going to be the case.
It's just tedious. There's a lot of reason why. Oh yeah, if you go under his Clanker's fin like that, it will just push you into swimming mode. Because this level is annoying enough as it is.
And he bobs up and down to make it difficult to get the notes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you've got like a third of the notes in this level already. And we've only just got the first Jiggy.
Oh my god.
There's just so much nothing in this level. It's like, it's just this one room here. It's like, if you've played Super Mario 64, which everyone has, Dire Docks.
Yes.
Then that's, you know, people have made the point about that level. It's just one room, and then a big corridor with nothing in it, and then another room. That is exactly the design of this level. So Rare looked at Dire Docks and basically decided Nintendo were onto something with that idea.
But they weren't. It's one of the worst levels in the game.
Yes. It's the low point of a very good game, and so it is the case here. So I tried to do this when I was playing. I tried to do this as efficiently as possible, and I hate being efficient in video games.
So do I. That's why I let's play.
If you're not efficient, people shout at you. They send you angry messages on Skype and thin platforms.
Yeah, but their suffering brings me enjoyment, so...
That's true. Yeah, this is one of Banjo-Kazooie's many just walk on a thin platform challenges. These are constantly throughout the game. Just like this, it's just a thin platform leading to a Jiggy, and it never gets more complex than that. And it's they like do it constantly throughout the entire goddamn game.
Well, it sounds like a blast.
Yeah. But like I said, it's at its worst in this level because there's nothing else really interesting in the level to do with it. I think there's no more interesting things to redeem the bad bits.
Yeah, this level just seems really uninteresting.
Yeah. It's like a single colour palette as well, like no greens, just all over the place and brown. use of the space. Like, Diadox didn't have a whole lot in the way of vertical space, except for that one star. Whereas this...
Oh, the moving poles?
Yeah. Whereas
Yeah.
Rare, at least, they're doing something. There's a lot of stuff up above the water, but it's still just scattered around the edges.
Well, they had to put all this collectible somewhere, I guess.
Oh yeah. And I have no idea how you're supposed to know that's there.
Magic?
Or indeed how you're supposed to know how many of that's there.
What?
Yeah, you just slide down the inside of the pole and there's one of the extra lives.
That's ridiculous. This game is ridiculous.
Oh, and it gets better because we've got to go back up there now to get something else.
Oh no.
And playing as a kid, that jump is a lot more difficult than it might first seem. Because the pole is set in such a way that I think you can actually go behind it.
Oh.
So unless you're dead on with that jump, you really just end up in the water, and you have to get back on the fin to get back onto the platform to get back up to the pad to get back, just to get back to the point where you can try it again. But it's an extra honeycomb piece, and it's at least something useful.
This part doesn't look completely annoying.
Yeah. And again, there's notes up here, but there's no jiggy. Again. It's like, I was doing that, like, certain that there would be at least be a jiggy up there. But no.
The joke's on you.
Yep. But we got everything above the water now, so go swimming. And on the ground there's these like sections of pipe, and there's only one of them that actually has anything useful in it.
Is it this one?
Yep. Good. Of course I didn't remember that at the time. Like, I was fairly certain that at least one of them had something else in it. But I think this one just has like red feathers. I think one of them just has eggs. There might be a ginger in one of them. Can't remember.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Yep. This is the joy of LPing. We all get to find this out together.
I sure love learning.
And there's only one more pipe, and that's blue shell, and that's blue eggs, so... Nope, nothing. And that's all they could put on the bottom, down here.
So where are all the jiggies?
A lot of the jiggies are inside Clanker, and this level does actually get a lot better.
Oh.
This level does actually get a lot better when we go inside Clanker, and there's a thing up under here as well. Even in a level that's pretty small and fairly compact, they actually do a very good job hiding the extra honeycombs. It's one of the really consistent things throughout the entire goddamn game.
Well, for two of them, I don't know how you could possibly know they were there at all.
Yeah, they just kind of rely on you, like, it's that, like, 8-year-old mentality of just hitting everything. Or just having something stick out, because that's the only pipe that extends below the water. So I think they assume there's, like, something in your head that assumes there's got to be something up inside it.
But I was a stupid 8-year-old.
Yeah.
How was I supposed to know?
Yeah, like, I only knew where, like, about 3 or 4 of the extra honeycomb pieces were. And it wasn't until, like, looking on GameFAQs the first time I 100%ed this that I actually found out where a lot of them were. And some of them, it really is a case of how the hell are you supposed to know that's there? But we're finally going to get another jiggy.
Good.
The downside is it's a boring one. It's just a case of beating a bunch of enemies, which have really bad collision detection, really bad hitboxes.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's like I think
Do you have to hit them directly on the eyeball or what?
I think it's just like the center section of their body. You can hit them on the floor or whatever, and they get nothing.
Huh. Well, how about that? Excuse me.
But at least it's quick. There's only 4 of them. There's a much more annoying one later on. And I know that for sure, because I was recording Bubble Gloop Swamp just before we did this. So we're up to 4 jiggies, and I think there's a 5th one outside Clanker, and then the other 5 are inside, and that's where the actual interesting stuff happens.
Well, at least it gets interesting eventually.
Yeah. I think the last jiggy is inside this pipe. There it is. Just hanging out there in the open. But there's no challenge to finding any of these, is the thing. Like, if you're taking it, if you're being methodical and you're just checking all these pipes, eventually you're going to find them. There's no challenge to any of the stuff outside Clanker.
Except for when you fall back in the water and then you're just like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah, but again, none of that really applies to any of the stuff above the water where there are no jiggies. The jiggies that were up there were the ones we got from just climbing on Clanker. So this is the thing that the game kind of expects you to do as soon as you get Clanker up to the surface. You've got to knock out some teeth. And of course, camera means you can't see where the tooth is. But we can finally go inside Clanker.
Oh boy. Oh, they just give you one straight away.
Well, that's for dealing with the teeth. So you at least did something. And there's a bunch of ways you can get inside Clanker, but that's the only place that really lets you just go end to end. And there's a Mico token on the other side I didn't bother getting.
Clanker's mouth sure has a lot of spines in it.
Yeah. It is a robot, I think.
Robots don't have spines.
They don't get toothache either.
Everybody knows robots are invertebrates.
But yeah, the metal skin, there's all this organic stuff inside. I don't think even the design team knew what the hell they were building. But this is the first actual interesting and like challenging jiggy of the level. It's not really terribly challenging. It's just go through all these rings at the time of it.
Boy, you did it.
Yeah. Get it. And of course there's a slight slope on the front of the platform, so we can't actually jump onto it from there.
Thanks, Rare.
Yep.
I always feel like whenever I'm looking at a rare game, everything just seems so, like, sloppily put together, like it's gonna break.
I wouldn't say like it's gonna break. Put together with no real regard for any expectation of how someone's going to be navigating around it.
Maybe everything seems connected very loosely.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Like all the walls. And like it's not just this game, it's like Donkey Kong 64, it's like Conker's Bad Fur Day, all the rare games on the N64.
So I've never actually played DK64.
Neither have I. But I've seen the speedrun and it kinda lends credibility to my theory.
DK64 looks a hell of a lot worse put together than this does. It's like, the older Rare gets, the worse they get. With the exception of Nuts and Bolts, which, as I've said, is a game I actually like.
Rory Lou continued the LP. I know it's been 3 years, but come on. It's time. Get back in the game.
Are any of the videos for that actually still online?
I don't know.
Like, it seems...
I think they were all hosted on Blip, so probably not. But my Blip account's still there, so I don't know.
Mine isn't. I got the email a few months ago. No, I think I only bothered putting Diddy Kong Racing and Crash on there. So, we finally get invincibility. And this is one of those weird things, like, you can see the marks of blood leaving in the side. Congratulations, your innards are officially slicing you.
You should go to a hospital.
How many jiggies are we up to now?
I lost count.
Yeah.
You're the one running the LP, you should know.
What's the thing? This level is so goddamn boring that even when, like, it brings up how many jiggies we have, like, after every single one, and we got it like 30 seconds ago, and I'm just so zoned out I didn't even see it. I think we're at 9 or 10, 8 or 9. We're not at 10. But this is the exact same thing we did just now with the invincibility feathers, only with slower blades. Okay, there we go, we got everything at last.
Oh boy! But we still need to swim back to the entrance. Let's get the fuck out of here.
If you see there's 5 minutes on the video, don't worry, not all of that is getting back to the entrance. I did quite a bit of stuff in Grunty's lair afterwards.
Okay.
Somehow.
Trying to balance it all out.
Yeah. Some housekeeping afterwards. Leave the crab alone, and then we gotta go along pipes again.
You know, if you get up there.
Yeah.
There you go.
And at least enemies stay dead, so these guys don't respawn. We can just wander past.
That's nice of them, at least.
Yeah. But then nothing respawns in the level when you're in them. Like collectibles, nothing. There we go.
Hooray!
100 notes, 10 jiggies, 200 gold pieces. And first point of order is to deal with the gravity switch. All the way back in here. Gravity switch raise the eyes, so just slam them back in and jiggy.
That's how I got glaucoma.
Slamming your eyes back in?
Yes.
And I'm going to open up the next level as well.
Oh boy.
Just because it's in this area. So with the first set of pipes, there's a switch to raise another pipe. We go up there to get another switch because this is rare and everything needs to be about 10 times more complicated than it actually needs to be.
Of course.
It's game design. It's not horrific levels of padding at all. And also Brentilda's up here. I'm not remembering these two, so...
Good thing you've committed them to video so you can just go and look them up when you're recording the final battle.
Yeah, because I'm going to be coming back. But Brentilda will at least fill up our energy. One honeycomb we've lost. And another switch. That brings. And through there is the picture for the next one.
Oh boy.
Doesn't that already look way more interesting than what we just did?
Yeah, it does.
Like, there's things in this level.
I do see a lot of thin platforms though.
Oh yeah. Oh, there are gonna be some goddamn thin platforms in this level.
Oh boy.
Although I can say, having recorded it, if you are waiting for me, waiting for the next video to see me falling off thin platforms, you may be disappointed. Because I have done those. I have done the thin platforms in that level so many times that I can just do them in my sleep now.
Okay.
And finally, you can open a note door.
Good. Burn down the sandcastle.